In the kitchen. I'm a physical therapist, a life, but more importantly for you this week, especially, I am a health coach and I am so excited about the new people that are joining my challenge and how we're just going to rock it for 90 days. And every one of those people I think is going to lose at least 30 pounds and maybe more. But today I wanted to show you a recipe and I'm trying some new things with my camera. So I hope you'll be patient with me. But I wanted to show you over here in this part of the kitchen what I did first. So I started with some chicken. I just boiled some chicken in some chicken bone broth is what I use because it's got more collagen in it. And there it is. And then I put it, after I took it out of the juice and let it drain. Of course, I salt and peppered and, did some six spices in it, garlic powder mostly. I put it in here and I put a whole big, here we go, here it is, a whole big thing of cream cheese, 8 ounces, because it was probably about 5 cups of chicken. Okay, it was a lot of chicken. I used breast and thighs because I like to kind of mix it up sometimes. And then what I did, I seasoned this while I turned on the mixer, and it kind of starts going like that. I didn't want to use my food processor because I didn't want it all chopped up. I wanted it still, I kind of wanted it shredded. So I put the chicken and then the cream cheese, and then I used about a half a tablespoon, maybe 2 teaspoons of chili powder. And then I used about 6 shakes of crushed pepper. I'd say that would be a teaspoon, maybe. And then I used about 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. I love garlic powder. And just season that chicken up just so it would be more seasoned. So I'm going to take it out of here right now. Let me kind of get all this stuff off of here. Did you notice my little pop-up thing? Let me show you. I love my little pop-up mixer thing. It keeps that thing down there out of the way. But the cool thing about it is it stays plugged up, so I can just pop it up and down. And you see it goes down into my cabinet there. Awesome. I love, love, love it. And it's just one of those things that I always wanted in my kitchen because I didn't really want my KitchenAid always sitting up on the counter because I don't use it that much because I don't bake stuff like that much anymore. So let me get this off. I love to get every little bit. I've told y'all that because honestly, a little bite of chicken is 25 cents these days. I still didn't get all I wanted to get, but for the sake of time, I'll leave it at that. I'm gonna put that right there. Okay, so here we go. Let me just show you how easy this thing works. I'm gonna lock it back, and then I just pull this little lever. Let me flip you down a little bit where you can see. No, I don't want to. I want to cancel. So let me. It's trying to get me to stop. I'm using some new software, so I just pull it out, and then it goes right back down in there, and then I just close it up. Yep. Okay, so let me turn you around here, and I've got another camera set up, which is not something I normally do, but it's something I'm trying. So watch this. I'm going to click on that. I'm going to go shift 1, and here we go to 2 cameras. So I'm going to turn that camera around, and I'm not sure how to, okay, yep, here I go. All right. Okay, I think this is what I want to do. Yep, there we are. But that camera is dark for some reason. I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong, but I'll figure it out. Okay, but let's go ahead and do it. So let me show you what I just took out of the oven. And this is what I'm making for tonight for my Bible study. So it's chicken enchiladas. I made the beef enchiladas the other day. And so this is going to be chicken. And of course, I'm using the Siete almond flour tortilla chips. Let me just make sure that you're seeing me. Yep, I guess you are. So I'm just going to go with it like it is. Okay. I'm just not sure why that one's darker, but we're going to go with it. You can see both. You can see both areas anyway. All right. So what I would put on top of this is going to be some red peppers, some cilantro, some sour cream, some bacon if you like it, some black olives, and then I've got this. So I think I told you everything because it's already got cheese in it. All right. So that's going to be delicious. This is for my husband. And then this big pan that I'm going to show you how I did it is right here. This is for my group because there's about 8 of us tonight. Okay, so I just spoon out about, a pretty big serving. So I would say that's 3 tablespoons of chicken because, I want people when they get one, I think I want them to be kind of satisfied with one, so I just put it right down in there just like that. Yep. And then I'm going to make 4 more. So I'm going to make 8. Well, actually, I'm going to make 10. So I kind of got to squish it in there. I think I've got enough. That may be a little bit too much chicken. Sometimes if I put too much, it squishes out the sides. So there we go. All right. So I hope you're having a great day. I have been. I took my husband. We went and did a little shopping for some vents for our bathroom. We're remodeling the bathroom, not by choice. I just finished remodeling this kitchen. Still waiting on my griddle that goes right over there. But we're remodeling the bathroom because we had a huge leak. I mean, it had leaked all up under everything. It was such a mess. So I had to go pick out some, those fun things, that exhaust fan for the bathroom, but, fan and light, but you have to get that stuff. Okay, I think I can get one more because I've got I've actually got enough for 2 more, but I don't want to crowd. I'm going to get one more because we may have an extra person show up at the Bible study, and that would be terrible for me not to have enough for them. So there we go. All right, I'm going to squeeze it in here somehow or another, even though I don't really like to do that. All right, there we go. Okay, so I'm going to pull it around, and then what I've got here is tomato paste, a can of paste, and a can of red enchilada sauce, okay, and a can of green enchilada sauce. I'll mix that together. I just like the taste of both of those, and so I'm just going to drizzle this over. I have whipped that up, so I took my little, you can take a fork, you can take whatever, but I just whipped it up really, so it's all blended together, and it makes it pourable because tomato paste is not pourable. And I'm just going to pour that all over it and just spread it out a little bit, not too much, because I do want the edges of the enchiladas to show. But I'm not going to waste this because, gosh, y'all, ingredients are so expensive these days. All right, so I've got my oven on 375. And then I'm going to sprinkle some cheese over the top. Not too much because I've got a lot of cheese in so really about a cup. I think about a cup. Because it's just going to make it pretty when it comes out of the oven, just like that other one. Okay, so let me put this in here. Here we go. And I did that last when I cooked it. I did it about, I'm going to say 10 minutes. Start. Whoop. Okay, 10. Oh, shoot. Bake 375. Start. Timer 10. I have trouble sometimes with this stove. Okay, so let me show you how I would decorate this up. I kind of wanted to show you that. All right, let me move some things out of the way. All right. So if this was that big pan, I would cut this lime up into little pieces and maybe put around the edge, just kind of cut it into, probably more like, I would probably cut it into little, what do you think? How would you cut yours? I think I'm just going to cut it into little quarters. And then I would just kind of lay it around the edge just to kind of give it a festive look. You could cut it into round little disc and do that. And then I'm going to sprinkle these red peppers over the top. And then some bacon. Now, I'm not a big fan of bacon, but I will put it on there because my husband loves it, okay? And then some sour cream. So I'll just put a few dollops of sour cream over the top. This is really more for presentation than anything. And then the last thing, the thing that I love almost the most, is cilantro. So just be sure when you get your cilantro. So I usually cut off the ends, the stems, And then I get a deep glass, a jug. I fill it with water and I put my cilantro down in there, or either a deep bowl, and I just wash, 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 wash. Because I remember one time I made some enchiladas, and my husband was like, "What is this?" And it was gritty. It was so sandy. So I'm just going to chop up a few of these, and then I would just sprinkle these over the top, just like that. Now, who wouldn't love for somebody to come walking in your house with that? It's just delicious. It's filling. Some of the other girls are bringing some other things to go on the top. I'm not really sure, but it's going to be so good. Okay, so I got a question for you. We're going to Italy in May, and I am working on my wardrobe because I want to be able to get everything in a carry-on. And I'm thinking about getting one of those foldy suitcases. Have you seen those? They're like a carry bag, but anyway, some of them have wheels, some don't. If you got any suggestions with that, I know this isn't a wardrobe show, but so I bought this little dress and I thought it would be great. I am going to hem it a little because I'm so short. So I'm going to hem it up about right there. But it's got pockets. And you know, in Italy, some places you go, like we are going to the Vatican, we're going to Sistine Chapel, they want you to have your shoulders covered. So I've got a little white sweater. It's just a little short, little very light sweater. Because in May, they say it's really hot over there. So if you've got any suggestions in the comments, or you think, just say, I love it, or say it's, you know, what you would suggest. But I'm pretty hot natured, so I want to be able to take this off. And in the summer anyway, I wear dresses just because they're so much cooler, and I've got some really, really comfy shoes that I'm going to be wearing. So there we go. Enough about the wardrobe. Okay, so let me talk to you about this. I want to go back to I'm going to turn this camera off. There we go. All right, so I want to talk to you about, let me set this out of the way, about what's happening this weekend. All right. I have been all this week. So tomorrow's going to be Thursday. You're seeing this. Yeah. So, no, tomorrow's going to be Friday. All right. And I've opened up my challenge for people to join. And like I've told you, I only accept 30 people. And I'm very serious about that. And the reason is because I never want anybody to think that, oh, that's just we're good. I never want anyone to think that, they're not getting the attention that they need, because there's a lot to learn. It is a lot to learn. I'm going to be teaching you all about toxins, which toxins to get rid of. I'm going to be teaching you what to ask your doctor about when you go to the doctor as far as testing with your cholesterol. I'm going to teach you about blood pressure, why you have high blood pressure, and how we can get off the medications and what causes the high blood pressure. I'm going to talk to you about insulin resistance and how you have it, even if you think you don't. If you've got more than 15 or 20 pounds, especially around the middle, there's some definite signs to know if you have it or not. And you don't want that. That is one disease that causes so many other diseases, namely diabetes, which causes Alzheimer's, which diabetes also causes heart disease. Your chances of cancer, heart disease, and Alzheimer's are doubled, and maybe even more if you are insulin resistant or diabetic. So we don't want to be that, do we? I don't want to be that. I know that for sure. So I want to teach you what test the hemoglobin A1C is a okay test. It does let you see as things are rising, but your insulin resistance test is the one the HOMA AR, IR, or there are other tests that I will teach you about. Okay. I'm going to teach you about exercise, how much exercise you need, what kind of exercise you need to do. I'm going to teach you about macros, although we're not going to focus on that. I'm going to teach you a simple way to learn how to calculate that. Matthew, who is my son, is also going to be teaching how to do meditation, and he teaches the 12 steps of addiction, how to get out of addiction, a 12-step program. And so there are recordings in there of him doing meditations. There's recordings of him teaching the steps. And so that's very important. I've had people say that was the most important part of the program today. I'm going to teach you how to have a different relationship with food. I'm going to teach you how to have food freedom, something that you don't get from taking shots or potions or Weight Watchers or Jenny Craig or any of that. You don't get that. You just get deprivation from those. And sometimes they do work, but they don't work long term because you can't stick with anything if you feel deprived. And my clients will tell you that they don't feel deprived. They feel full because we're eating some good proteins, good fats, a few carbs, few good carbs, and but mostly we're learning how to relate to food in a way and see it as fuel. All right. So that's what I'm going to be teaching you. And so if you think you want to do this, then you need to let me know right away. I mean, I'm closing it out on Sunday night. And so that'll be your last chance to join. So if you, for those of you that join, or that message me before Saturday night, I've got a bonus for you. It's going to be a supplement that you'll really need, and it's something that I take every day. And so I just want to encourage you with that, or some other little prize that maybe I'll pick out of my all the stuff that I use. I use so many good things that make me feel healthy. I'm 67 years old and I feel great. And every day I feel good every day. And if if you want to feel good every day, if you want to feel like you're 30 again, that's how I feel, then I need to hear from you. Okay. So put in the comments, this is me, or go ahead and message me yourself. You can text me. My phone number is 912-293-1427. I would love to hear from you, and don't miss out. Don't miss out.